So you got a copy nearby?
I have a copy right here. The name of the book is Power Broker,
Oh, perfect. Love
right?
the
How to be
apparel.
successful in business and in life. This thing was the greatest fun writing a book I've ever had with my clothes on. Okay, let's get to it.
Hey, I think we should just start and kick it off with that. Everyone, you just got a preview? What do you think?
Oh, sure. I don't care. It's
Oh,
great.
hey, why
Whatever
not?
you
I thought
say.
that was a good joke to start off the
Yeah.
show.
Okay,
Everyone,
great.
welcome back to Writing with Authors. I had a chance to connect with Ron on that entrepreneur show. We were diving into his story, real estate tycoon over there in New York. One of his first deals was in Northport, New York, where of course I was from. So I am from, excuse me. So we had a lot of fun with that story. I learned about his book while talking about his entrepreneurial journey. So I had to bring him here to Writing with Authors. Ron, great to see you. Thank you for wearing the hat and hold that book up.
Sure, absolutely, Vincent. I wrote a book. I wrote a book, Power Broker, How to Be Successful in Business and in Life. Let's talk about it because I think I am the most unlikely candidate in the whole world to write a book. Okay, for a number of reasons. Number one, I can barely read a book. I'm dyslexic, always have been. I really struggled to read. I was always considered dumb growing up, because you can't read, you dummy. And then I found books on tape and then later became audible.com. I wrote a book because I watched a lot of successful commercial real estate brokers write books. I wanted to be one of those cool guys that had written a book. So I did it.
And as we learned on that entrepreneur show, the book is doing great, crushing it in reviews, crushing it with the reach you're getting. Let's talk about the initial processes of starting to write a book. What
Yeah.
was that like getting into that routine?
Okay. Sure. Okay. What had happened was, now we have 63 reviews, and I think we have a 4.8 rating. I'm not going to make any money on this thing. It's great. It's great. I love doing it. It's not a profit center. If people are listening and they want to make it a profit center, I don't know how. I can tell you why I wrote this book, why it's amazing for my career to write the book, why I've enjoyed it so much, and the entire process. But if you want to become a billionaire like Stephen King, I'm not there yet from writing books. I'm just not there yet, but that was never my desire. A lot of the really big commercial real estate brokers were writing two kinds of books. They're writing books about buying real estate for the investors, what to do, an insider's guide to buying commercial real estate from people who are brokers and owners, people like me. And then there was another type that wrote books about how to be a great commercial real estate broker. Guys who are super successful, top guys in the industry like myself, wrote books about being successful at what we do, which is great. Insider's Guide to How to Be Successful. And I've read those books and they're amazing. And, uh, and then it came to me, I wanted to write a book. I saw my colleagues doing it, so I
Yeah,
wanted to be involved.
yeah.
So I said to myself, what do I want to write about? And Vincent, my passion is sales. My passion is mindset and overcoming obstacles. And really, that's a little bit about what my book is about. Is it okay if I tell you, how I deconstructed it and how
Of
I did it?
course. Yeah, break it down for us. But I do
All
want to
right.
touch on something you said. You made a great point. You're not going to get rich from writing a book. You don't make money on one or two copies, three or four copies. The mission has to be bigger than money when you're writing a book. It helps you move into that authoritative figure status in your industry. As he mentioned, he saw his colleagues, the other giants in the biz. It was something that they did. You see a lot of people get the books done for that jump, the podcasts, both of those things helping you expand your reach. But now let's do just that, what you said. Let's dive in.
Let's dive in, Vincent. Let's talk about it. So what happened was that I saw other top brokers writing books.
Right.
And I saw that they were everywhere. They were on podcasts, they were on social media. They just look like true experts.
Yeah.
So I wanted to participate in this. So first thing I did, and I'll use names, is I reached out to some of the people I know that were writing books. And they said, well, it's really
Great effort.
great if you get a ghostwriter, get some help you solidify your thoughts, get you through the process. And everyone said to me, you got to speak to Wally Bach. Wally Bach wrote all these guys I heard on podcasts. Yeah, I could have done it without Wally. So I said, I need Wally Bach. I needed to get Wally Bach. So anyway, I got a meeting with Wally Bach, and Wally Bach said, listen, I'm a little later in my career. I love your idea, and I want to wish you the best of luck, but my health hasn't been great. And the truth of the matter is I'm not sure I can make a commitment to you at this time,
Right.
just because my health, just based upon my personal career. But I want to let you know that I like your idea. And quite frankly, I think that you're going to do well with it.
That's
So
amazing.
then I was out of ideas. I needed Wally Bach. There wasn't a second idea. And then that night driving home, it occurred to me there might be other options. While Wally Bach truly is amazing, I never worked with him. He's the nicest possible guy. I appreciate his input. He wasn't available, so I went to Upwork. I often go to Upwork.
Me too.
What was it called before Upwork? It was like
This just came up
it's
in a conversation too, and I'm gonna forget it
yeah,
again.
forget it. I used to always use it for that, that and so what happened was that I went to Upwork.com, and it's professionals, and I put in ghostwriter, and just like everything else, like Amazon or anything else, I just started to read reviews. I started to speak to people,
Yep.
and I spoke to a guy. I just thought he was a great match for me. His name is Zach Richter, 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 out of Arizona. And he said, I'm going to help you write this book. And I said, well, I'm in Garden City. He said, don't worry about it. First thing we're going to do is create an outline. Tell me more. I told him what I wanted. I told him, and this really helped me clarify my own knowledge.
Mhm.
I said to him, there are 9 topics I believe that are crucial that aren't being taught in schools that we need to be talking about. I said, go with the basic understanding that 85% of your success in business and life, financial, communication is about one thing, dealing with others,
Yep.
interpersonal skills. And that's when I said, to this guy, I said, Zach, how many classes do you know of in your high school that are about interpersonal skills? And we all came up with the exact amount of 0.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. 85% of your success is going to be coming from your ability to negotiate, your ability to actively listen, teamwork, relationship building, communication, critical thinking, and public speaking. But yet,
Yes.
no classes in this. So, my feeling was, let's dive into the most important part of success, these positive mental attitude, and let's talk about the benefits. And really for me, what had happened was I started to work with Zach. Now, Zach has written 300 books for people like me and people like anyone listening. If you want his contact information, I'm more than happy to share it with you. I think I've gotten him a lot of business. He, like Wally Bach, might be hard to get now. But at any rate, he helped me with an outline. And before I knew it, he was asking me questions and I was sharing the most critical things that I wanted to share.
Amazing.
I was solidifying what I believed, what was life-changing, and I wanted, in my book. There were things like, 85% of success is the ability to work well with others. I believe, I think it's like 82% of current entrepreneurs and business leaders started their career in sales. I needed people to know this is the difference maker. The ability to negotiate, the ability to active listen, the ability to work well with others, in a teamwork. And I wanted to write this book. And the truth of the matter is it's worked well. It's helped me build my brand. It gives me something to talk about for networking. Personally, I can't be any more fulfilled. I want to share this with my 2 young sons. And it's really made me continuously learn more because I'm on podcasts like this and I am talking about, how to be successful in business and in life. So if anyone out there is looking to do it, I can tell you, I'm a salesman. I'm completely dyslexic. I couldn't read a book and let alone write a book. So I can tell you, and very simply, it can be done.
Hey, you did it though. So definitely pat yourself on the back for that. It's very hard to start and finish. I love how you highlighted the value of a ghostwriter. Everyone out there, some people are meant and love to write, others don't have the time or they're not writers. There are solutions for you out there. I love how you highlighted that. I love how you highlighted the reach that it's given you. And with networking, sorry, this eyelash has been bugging me. You get the networking.
Okay.
A book is the best business card you never knew you needed. You can send it to someone for, you buy it for your author cost. It's a tactic to talk about all of those great things. I do want to, before we get your contact info here and we find out where to buy the book, if you could give
Hmm.
one piece of writing advice from this experience you just had, what would it be?
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. For me, I could never in a million years do this without help. So let's talk about help and let's talk about, because I think people are out there be like, hey, listen, this is a top commercial real estate broker. He's $1 million producer. No, no. Zach, listen, I don't know what his prices are now. He charged
Right.
me $50 per hour. We were able to do it in under 100 hours, 50 hours, something like that. So it cost me a couple of $1,000 or maybe $3,000, but I wrote a book with his help. I love this. Like you said, for a few $1,000s, I have a calling card I didn't know I needed, but I love having it. And anyone who reads this fully understands a lot about me and a lot about, my passion. So for me, I needed a ghostwriter. If you can write on your own and do it, go do it. Make it better, refine it, refine it, make it better, refine it, make it better. And at some point, you said it's a calling card. This cost me $3 to give out. $3. Uh, I'm asking most people, most of my deal sizes are $2 million. Some are way bigger. Some are smaller, but on average, I'm asking people to entrust me to be their commercial real estate broker for an asset that's at least $2 million. This $3 investment is a game changer. I can't encourage people enough to go through the process. Um, it's one of these things in life that's going to define me.
Well, also now you have this book at a very low price point, engagement rate, right? So if people are thinking of working with you, they can now buy your book, learn a little bit about you for just spending the money on a book. Now that can be the difference maker between hiring you and one of your competitors. They know what you're about. You talk about your sons. They know you're passionate for the business. That book is out there forever. It's that business card. It's that entrance to many relationships. It's gotten me into many doors, many conversations I wouldn't have otherwise. And now I just want to keep building and building on that. Um, I can't say enough about you delivering another powerful interview. This is a right to the
No, I
point
appreciate
show.
it, Vincent. Really, honestly, um, if it wasn't for writing the book and then saying, hey, listen, this is fun for me, I wouldn't have gone on networking opportunities. It's personally fulfilling. And well, I always had a brand. Now I'm building a brand behind this book. It's something to highlight. It really solidified, me in, I think it's 170 pages.
That's a good length right now. You don't want them too long because people don't have the retention anymore. But we got to ask, where can we get this book now? Where can
Oh,
we find
yeah.
it?
You get this book on Amazon.com. It's called Power Broker. When you really become a successful real estate broker, you win these awards. They're usually Power Broker Awards or,
Okay.
Broker of the Year. I picked Power Broker because it was always something that I wanted to be. Then when I started to be Broker of the Year and Power Broker and, Platinum Broker and all these other things, um, what I wanted to do, quite frankly, is help others. when I can share my experiences, my strategies, and show everyone how to overcome challenges and achieve their goals, but specifically through interpersonal communications.
Well, you're
Nothing
highlighting.
in there really about square feet.
Well, you're highlighting an area, and I mean, people aren't getting this resource of information in school, in life. I mean, I graduated high school in 2009. We didn't learn, there was only a business class if you joined like the Academy of Finance, it was called. You didn't get basic advice, things that you need when you move to Florida from New York. But everyone, be sure to go check out his book on Amazon now. Be sure to connect with him online. He is a great resource to have, especially if you are looking for some commercial real estate. He is the power broker. I also just want to say quick, phenomenal name. I think it's just right to the
Oh,
point.
thanks. I appreciate that.
Jumps off the
Yeah,
book. Like, you know what it is. Like, you know what you're getting. You're going to become that power
right.
broker.
Right.
Oh, man.
Listen, these are the interpersonal skills that you need in every single industry. I don't care if you're a doctor, veterinarian, Indian chief, commercial real estate broker, attorney, accountant, anything. The bottom line is we need our bedside manner. We need the
Yeah.
ability to have empathy for other people and connect with other people. And this is, I believe, a great resource. How to Win Friends and Influence People was written in 1936.
Yep. I got it right over there.
It's an amazing book. This, quite frankly, brings us into 2024. Talks about communication, text messages, emails, the disconnect behind screens. I can't recommend this book enough. Zach Richter. If anyone's thinking about a guy, Zach Richter's out there. I'd be glad to furnish his information. He really helped me.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Everyone, one more time, that book is on Amazon now. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed the interview for the next episode of Writing with Authors. This show is brought to you by Coming Alive Podcast Production. You can learn more about them at comingalivepodcastproduction.com for your one-stop shop service. With that, we are signing off today from Florida up to New York. Ron, thanks so much for stopping by again.
I appreciate it. Let's go Jets.
Let's go Jets.